Hello and welcome to Kimberly's Harp Corner. I am Kimberly Hauser-Taylor. I am a harpist. I have played music since the age of 6. I'll give you a little biography here today, I guess. And started the harp at the age of 8. And now I'm approaching 50. I have 3 college degrees in the harp. And I've done a little bit of just about anything you can do with the harp. So I come when I do these videos with at least a modicum of understanding of what is happening, but they're also colored by my own experiences. So anyway, I'm going to talk to you today about something that has plagued me my entire professional life. Okay, this is student life too. And I hope maybe some of you will relate. Maybe some of you have some ideas of mitigating these issues. I don't know. But I am talking about the Harpy Nest. What is the Harpy Nest? Well, I will get into it. First of all, I will accept my own culpability in this. I think it's a great place to start, by the way, is to say, okay, what can I do better? What are my activities actually affecting this? Look there first. And anyway, first thing, I must admit, I'm a nester. I create nests everywhere. There are nests of music paper and music scores and pencils and pens and craft projects and scarves and hats and accessories, because those are always coming on and off. And these create little nests around where I am, and I have to clean them up on occasion. Or they become doom piles, and that's something else entirely. But the kind of nest I'm talking about is the one that occurs at a gig. I will tell a story here. Did a recording project earlier in the spring. It was, violin and flute and harp and piano and a singer. We had a conductor as well. We were doing both an audio recording and a video recording. Now, my first goal when I get to a gig like that or anything is to get the harp placed in tune, ready for a downbeat. That's the most important thing. That's my first focus. And we were all kind of coming together a little bit after being separated a while, so everybody was wanting to chat, and a little, time got a little bit, away from me. Coming down to that downbeat, hello language, I looked around the room at us. Now, we were all in our musician black because it was being videoed, and everybody was all properly arrayed, and I looked around all my colleagues' stands and stuff, and there was not a sign of a case or a purse or anything of their own personal needs. And then I looked behind myself, and fanned behind me was this peacock's tail of a Harpy Nest harp card cover. The travel covers, they do the job, but oh my God, are they a pain when they are off the harp. A coat. It was a cold day. Sweater, because it was cold enough that I wore a sweater over my musician black because it wasn't warm enough. And then a coat. Those had to be taken off the gig. Gig bag, with spare strings and emergency supplies. Purse, change of shoes. All of this scattered about. So embarrassed. Okay, I have to deal with this. And yeah, what do you do? Well, the side of the hall I was on did not have a decent backstage, and we weren't using the audience or anything, so I kind of piled it up, used the cart, kind of pushed it up against the side, attempted to wrestle that the travel cover into a decent sort of shape, and tucked my bag and purse back beneath, because you don't want that stuff out where anybody might say, ooh, free stuff, and take your purse. Shoes in the gig bag, purse tucked back in there as well. And I realized at that point that I had created quite a nice little cave, and face it. I could probably crawl in there and live in there for, 3 days on snacks that I had in the bottom of my gig bag. And that is the life. So anyway, and it was a cozy idea. I could just see the, people saying, after a few weeks. The harpist has taken up residence in the concert hall. She's living in her Harpy Nest, and we can't get her to come out, just leave snacks. Nah, that's my imagination, of course. But anyway, what do you all do? What does, I want to put this out there. Give me some feedback. What do you do to mitigate this mess? Because I think it's something that we all deal with, particularly us with the larger instruments. If you get to a symphony orchestra gig, you will, there's usually some sort of green room space, but not always. And violin cases and stuff are kind of easy to tuck away. Us larger instruments, we battle for space for our covers, for storing our instruments, for, it's like the string bass, the harp, the tuba, if there's a contrabassoon hanging around, all that sort of thing. We end up in this like jumble of covers and cases that were not often provided adequate storage for. It's like it's an afterthought that, when these instruments are transported, they have to have a place that's not upstairs, not downstairs, but fairly near the stage to deal with our stuff. So is the Harpy Nest all my fault? Okay, yeah. There's ways around it. I get it. But what do you do with your nest? And also, this has been a rant today, but kind of a silly rant. I hope you understand that I'm approaching this with a sense of humor, but I also do advocate for snacks and maybe a water bottle in your gig bag. Hope you all have a lovely day. I'll be back with more content. If you like my harp content, please press the like button and the subscribe button. I post usually twice a week. And anyway, have a good day. Bye.